I'm trying not to lose my head. All right. Mm-mm. This video pops on here. Okay. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, do not push me because I am close to the edge. Was the synopsis of the day and the theme of everything, especially going over anger last night, was really, really relevant. And tonight we're going to go through the Bible theme of what is it? Revenge. So, quite a fitting topic. But before we do that, we're going to do the Quran synopsis and see what the word from that is today. So, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, let's go ahead and do the random flip. And okay. Okay. So, this is a little irrelevant to my emotions and feelings. Sometimes I think I over exaggerate the flip. But this is from Surah 35. Surah 35 and verse 12 says, "And Allah did create you." Oh, sorry. Sorry, this is verse 12. Okay. Nor are the two bodies of flowing water alike. The one palatable, sweet, and pleasant to drink, and the other salty and bitter. Yet from each kind of water do ye eat flesh fresh and tender, and ye extract ornaments to wear. And thou seest the ships therein that plow through the waves, that ye may think thus of the bounty of Allah, that ye may be grateful. Okay, so I can kind of see how that ties in, because so often do we talk about the great power of the Lord and His graciousness and His blessings and His protection, but He also has a side of Him, like all of us, much like all of us, that can tend to be bitter and full of rage and angry. So they are comparing the two rivers, right? The two rivers that contrast each other. And in this, it is talking about two specific bodies of water, right? We have a river, and we might have what's it called? Not a delta. What are those things called where they go from the river into the ocean? Something like that. So we have the fresh water and the salt water. And both come from Allah. And we both get bounty from both of those places. So we all get bounty from both of those places. Pleasant to drink. And the other salty and bitter. Yet from each kind of water do ye eat flesh fresh and tender. So yes, there are freshwater fish that are quite delicious, maybe something like a trout or other kinds of river fish. We even have freshwater salmon, things of that nature. And then we have the saltwater fish, which can also be any type of fleshy fish. And then that's also referring to maybe a shellfish. We have oysters and things like that. So basically, using these rivers as an analogy to go ahead and draw to the bounties that we get out of life. We have good and bad, and we get positives from the good and the bad. You know, there's always two sides of the coin. One might prefer one side of the coin, and one might prefer the other. There's blessings really in everything, even in unfortunate events, even in wrath, even in destruction. We still have beautiful things that come out of that. So, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what obstacles might be in your way, no matter if the water tastes sweet and pleasant to you or bitter and salty, always remember that gratitude and remember that both of those things come from Allah and there are bounties within each. So, yes, kind of taking a position of indifference and really kind of staying in the middle when it comes to judging situations and just being neutral and remaining grateful for whatever comes your way, regardless of how you might be feeling about life in the moment. So that's great. I do like that word. It seemed a little bit off topic, but I can see how I can tie that into what we're going to go over next, which is revenge. And I am so grateful because I was so fiery and hot today and angry. I've been kept waiting. You know, I had a majority of the day was good. I'm not going to lie. The majority of the day was good. And then we got towards the afternoon and the evening, and my buttons started getting pressed and pressed and pressed from every angle. So once I had decided, okay, now it is time to open up the book and do my transcription for the day and see what it has to say, I felt much better and much more confident in my situation. I felt a relinquish of control. I don't have to be, the one to be in control of everything. I don't have to think of, oh, what is going to happen after this? We leave it all up to God, and we're going to go over that next. So I will pause this or stop this and catch you in the next video.